This asymmetrical tactic will change your football manager experience. Now let's run the intro. This tactic was sent in by one of my followers to try after he had success on one of his saves. So that's what we did. And I decided to choose FC Cologne, who are supposed to be finishing mid table in the Bundesliga, but are also taking part in the Europa Conference League. Let's have a look at this asymmetrical tactic. It's called the Christmas tree for a reason. It looks like a Christmas tree, but it's an absolutely class tactic. We start off in goal with a sweeper keeper on defend, two inverted wing backs on support with shoot less often, get further forward, and tackle harder. Two ball playing centre backs with dribble more and tackle harder. It's a very physical tactic with a holding midfield player, hold position and tackle harder. Two defensive wingers on the left and right wing, cross from the byline, shoot less often, and get further forward being added to these defensive wingers. And then we have two of my favorite roles in the game. It's the shadow strikers on tackle harder, and then topping that all off with an advance forward on tackle harder as well. It's a mentality, it's a balanced mentality. Let's take a look at the in possession. It's a standard attacking width, pass into space, underlapping left and right, focused down the wing, short passing to keep the ball on a higher tempo, run at defenses, and then the FMOP low crosses. In transition, no surprise, it's counter press and counter, and then it's roll it out as the distribution type. Out of possession, again, there's not many shocks here, but it's a high line of press engagement and a standard defensive line and preventing that short goalkeeper distribution, but triggering press much, much more often. It's a very, very intense tactic, as you can see, and it's get stuck in. So, as I said, this is a very physical, dominating tactic to get you bullying teams into beating them. Let's have a look at how it did in the Bundesliga. Cologne was supposed to finish 12th. They've ended up getting the Champions League football, finishing in fourth place in the Bundesliga with no surprise of FC Bayern Munich winning the Bundesliga for probably 11th or 12th time in a row. But it also delivered great success through the campaign. As we can see, it won the Europa Conference League with a 2-0 win over West Ham in the final, so delivering a major European trophy and Champions League football in the first season on a sim is absolutely class. Looking at the DFB Pokal as well, they got to the semi final but were beaten by Eintracht Frankfurt, which is a shame because if they had won that game, we definitely would have beaten Mainz in the final, so we could have added the Pokal to this. Let's take a look at how the squad performs. Looking at goal tallies, the goals are evenly distributed even through the team, with David Selke having an absolute banging season with 19 goals, mainly as a bench player. Sagris Adaman as well, 17 goals. Uff with 16 goals. Maynard with 14. Kilnan as well got 13 goals from corners from a centre back is class. Same with Lebrejevic. And then look at these assists, turning players into assist monsters. Florian Kainz with 21 assists. Jan Tillerman, one of the best young German wonder kids on the game with 18 assists and 7 goals. I'm just going to call him Dennis because I can't pronounce his name, but he also got 12 assists. And Maynard and Adaman also got high levels of assists as well. So this really does get the best out of your players. Overall, this tactic for me is a solid 9 out of 10. Go and try it with your teams. I know it's had success with Cologne, and I know it will have success elsewhere too. And I will see you on the next tactics video.